What's going on, everybody? We're back. Well, I'm back. Um, this is Engaged and Enraged. Thank you for joining us again, or joining me. Engaged is previously engaged with other things. He is watching his kiddos because his wife is out of town for a while. So he is previously, he is indisposed at the moment. Now, I'm sure you all clicked on this because of the title. Now, I have a case to make to you folks, and but before we get to that, I first want to preface this video by saying that here at Engaged and Enraged, we are not prejudiced against the LGBTQ plus community. We don't have any animosity for people. We don't care what sexuality or gender or what. Don't care. We don't care here. Okay, we absolutely accept everyone for whoever they want to be, whatever you want to be. Don't care. Not our concern. Okay. The reason that we're talking about this is because of a thing called hypocrisy. Okay. Now, these right wingers, these extremists, they're very anti LGBTQ. Okay. They do not like gay people. They're like, woke. That's woke. Well, so what? What does it have to do with the price of eggs, right, people? What what does wokeness have to do with the price of eggs, right? So, all right. So I'm going to start making my case here as to why I think that Republican men are secretly gay. Okay, and again, remember, we are not shaming people for being gay. We're shaming people for being hypocrites. Okay, and for not being, accepting of people. Okay. So, first example, makeup. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but most guys I know, most alpha men that I know are just regular guys. We don't wear makeup. I think I dressed up a couple times at Halloween and I put some makeup on. Whatever. We just don't. I don't wear makeup. I don't know about you, and I'm not judging anybody for wearing makeup, but these are supposedly very alpha males, okay? They're alpha males. And alpha males, as far as I'm concerned or aware of, do not wear makeup. Now, here is my first piece of evidence. This is J.D. Vance, the vice president elect. Now, you can clearly see, let me, hold on, here we go. Now, you can clearly see that Mr. Vance is wearing makeup, right? Okay, there's JD wearing his makeup. Now, I understand that he is doing a television spot, okay, and they're putting the foundation and stuff on to keep, the shininess down, and in high def, that stuff shows up. But did it also put the eyeliner on him? That's what I want to know. Did they put the eyeliner on him, or is that something his wife likes? Is it something he likes? I don't care. Not shaming him for that. I'm just saying it's pretty hypocritical, correct? I think so. I think that's pretty hypocritical. All right. Now, my next piece of evidence is the high heels, the tall shoes that make themselves seem taller, okay? Now, here's my second piece of evidence. Ron DeSanctimonious wearing his white booties. Now, this guy is completely clueless. Like, look at the guy behind him and look at the guy in front of him. Those are work boots, okay? Those are work boots. Those are not ladies' waiter, boots or, some galoshes. If he just wore, if he had just put on, his cowboy boots, that he wears all the time to make himself look taller. I wouldn't be roasting him right now, but like, look at this guy. Look at this chode. Seriously. Now, how many guys do you know? How many men, these strong men, have you ever seen wearing white boots like that? Little booties. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Piece of evidence number 3. Hair dye. These old men are dyeing their hair, being like, "Oh, we're still virile, young men. Look, we don't even have any gray in our hair. We don't have any. This is all natural." Here's piece of evidence number 4. Rudolph Giuliani, America's mayor. What a load of shit. Now look at this ugly bastard. What is that running down his face? Is that motor oil? Is that Hershey's chocolate syrup? Or is that hair dye? Now, who in their right fucking mind thinks that Rudy Giuliani has black hair at 70, however fucking old he is? I don't know. It is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And then he's sweating. Like, I don't know if he's at the the dildo shop, if that was this interview or whatever. I don't know if you guys remember that far back, but yeah, he did a press conference at a dildo shop, or in front of one, I should say. All right, so there is piece of evidence number 4, Rudolph Giuliani, the hair dye. Now, along the hairlines, let me show you this, okay? Now, why is this something that would be considered gay? I'm making the case. Now, look, I'm saying that most men that you know, and that probably I know in my life, and I'm 44 years old, and over this time, I can't think of too many times that people have done this. Now, the hair dye, okay, that's a little vanity or whatever. But let me just show you this, okay? Now, this happens to a lot of guys. Now, Engaged, he's a bald guy. I'm receding a bit. It's totally normal for men to go bald. Okay, what's not normal is this need to be seen as some sort of alpha male instead of just being comfortable with who you are, right? Here we go. Take a look at this guy. Let me know if you know who this is. That's Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. Now, as you can see, there's a before and after, okay? Now, what drives someone to be like this? Now, obviously, he's a narcissist, and he's pretty vain, and he wants to appear young, even though, obviously, in his younger days, he didn't have this much hair. So he's like a Benjamin Button situation, right? Or is that a reverse Benjamin? Is he getting younger as he gets older, right? He's Benjamin Button? Okay, and now what does this have to do with sexuality? I'm getting to that. I'm building the case here, folks, okay? Okay, so let's quit looking at Elon Musk. All right, that was evidence piece number 5, okay? Now, here's where we start getting into the real nitty-gritty, okay? This is more what I'm talking about. Now, this guy, he's a real piece of work. Now, we know that this guy's probably not gay, but he is a real piece of work. This guy is accused of having sex with minors. I'm sure you already know who it is. But my piece of evidence here is adding along to this vanity, secret situations they have going on. Now, this guy, he got Botox done. Now look at this before and after. Now, which one do you think is the real Matt Gaetz? If you pick the one on the left, you are correct. Now, this guy has been having all this plastic surgery done. Now, again, please, please, please do not take us the wrong way. We are not shaming them for what they're doing. We don't care. Okay, we don't. Ultimately, we just don't care. But we're trying to make a point. We're trying to get people to understand that these guys are not normal dudes. Okay, these are not normal men in the sense of, like, working class bros. Okay, these people are weird. These men are fucking weird. Okay, and not because of any sexuality or whatever. They're just fucking weird. Especially this fucking guy. Now he's a grown ass man, a senator who was flying around with 17-year-old girls, not young women, girls, underage girls, and having sex with them, allegedly. That's fucking disgusting. So, I can't look at this fucking guy anymore. Disgusting. All right, so that was piece of evidence number 6, I think. All right, now we're gonna go to some video here, okay? Here in a second. I want to also bring up my next piece of evidence, and that is evidence piece number 7, and that is the high amount of incels in the Republican Party. Now, if you're unaware of what an incel is, that means involuntary celibate. Involuntarily celibate. Excuse me. Now, that means that they want to have sex, but they can't because they can't, attract a female that thinks that they're not disgusting, horrible people, is what I'm assuming. It's probably their beliefs on women. Now, why would any normal man be such a woman hater? Right? Like, what drives a man to becoming an incel? I understand it's involuntary, but what brings them to that point? At what point were they like, you know what? I just fucking hate women. I want to strip them of their bodily autonomy. I want to take their rights away. Like, what drives that? They don't like women. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but men that don't like women are okay. I'm throwing that out there. So, problems with women systemically throughout the entire party. Problems with women, not being sexually active. I actually saw on Luke Beasley's show this Republican guy with his wife sitting next to him saying that when you have sex for fun, that is gay sex with a woman. If you have a man and a woman have sex for pleasure and not for birthing a child, they considered that gay sex. That's not fucking normal, bro. That's not normal. That ain't straight. And again, please don't take this the wrong way. We are not hating on gay people. We're hating on the fucking hypocrisy of these guys. Okay? We're hating on the hate of these fucking guys. They hate women. And if you don't like women and you'd rather hang out with dudes, you're probably gay. All right? Just saying that. Now, another thing, and I've said this on the show before, when people have a very strong reaction to something, like if you called a guy, a Republican man, gay, they would have a very, very strong reaction. Correct? I ain't no gay guy. I ain't a blah, 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 blah. And on, right? Now, why would they have such a violent reaction to that? Like if someone called me gay, I'd be like, so what? Okay, I'm not gay. Even if I was, so what? It's like when people say, when people, have like a very, very, very strong reaction to something, it's usually because they're involved in it, okay? And there's plenty and plenty of evidence. Now, next piece of evidence was during the RNC, and you can look this up, the Republican National Convention was in town, literally broke Grindr, which is a gay dating site. Like Bumble or whatever the hell those are. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? So all these Republican mans and women came into town, literally, and broke the gay dating site, hookup site, because there was so much gay sex taking place, apparently, allegedly. And that's from the fucking party that hates gay people. Do you see what I'm fucking getting? Do you get what do you get this now? Do you see what I'm trying to fucking do here? They hate gay people, but they are gay. They act gay. Okay? Next piece of evidence is these grown ass men calling Trump daddy. Roll the clip.
And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl, and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now.
RFK Jr. was also part of the campaign rally. This is what Carlson said about him.
I never thought I would live to see the day when Bobby Kennedy would be one of the most beloved figures in a room full of Republicans, and Mr. Burns from The Simpsons and his criminal daughter would be Democrats. It's just absolutely wonderful.
So that's the pitch to vote Donald Trump. Harder, Daddy, harder.
Oh, Lord, I can't believe.
What are we even going to say about this?
Discuss. I mean, that was some weird stuff. That was some strange psychosexual analysis there. I don't know. I think that would have been better left on a therapist's couch than in a rally.
Okay. Tucker Carlson obviously thinks this is totally fine, calling Trump a grown man, calling another man daddy. Oh, daddy's going to get home. He's going to do some spanking. Next piece of evidence. Here's Trump talking about some dude's dong. Roll the clip.
Home of Arnold Palmer. This is the home of my friend Arnold Palmer. And he loved Latrobe. You know, he turned out to be one of the greatest golfers in the world. But Arnold Palmer was all man. And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
Okay. So obviously Trump liked what he saw, right? He's like, oh my God, this guy's dick was so big. Oh my God. All the people would come out and be like, did you see the size of his dong? Now what? 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 Let's get to another piece of evidence, shall we? Roll the clip.
I came in today, I said, and you know, this is after 4 of these things. I mean, in all fairness, I mean, I'm a human being, right? I come in, and here's the problem. I said, oh, man, it's too low. I said, it's too low. So I had to go. Way too low.
Are we getting there yet, folks? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Okay, now, now there are some gay members of Congress that have never admitted that they're gay, namely Miss Lindsey Graham, self-hating homosexual person. Now, I don't care that she's gay or they're gay. He's gay. I don't care. What I care about is his vote. He votes against his own interests, like a typical Republican. He's a gay man. He lives with a man, but he can't, in his own party that he supports, that he has worked for his entire working life, he cannot be himself. Now, is that the inclusive party? Is that the party Trump's like, where's my black guy? There's my black guy. Hey, where's my gays for Trump? There's my gay guy. Come on, guys. He don't give a shit about anybody but himself. We all know that. Now, the last piece I want to, okay, last piece of evidence here, and then I got to get off here because it's too much. But, all right, here's the last piece of evidence. This is an accused child predator talking to a serial liar, a closeted homosexual, and a former trans person who now is anti-trans. This is what I'm talking about, folks. It's all performance. It's all performance, okay? You don't know anything about Republicans. You don't know where they stand because they're not true to themselves. They're not honest with themselves, and if they can't be honest with themselves, why the fuck do you think that they're going to be honest to you? What makes you think that? Who told you this? Okay? Is this something you just thought up yourself that, I'll trust them? Because I just want to have a beer with them. They're just normal guys. There's nothing fucking normal about these guys. They're weird. They're weird, okay? They're weird. Here you go. Here's the last piece. Roll the clip.
George, what was going on with my makeup? Help me. Give me advice.
Matt Gates, let me tell you something. Highlighter is not for you. Stop highlighting the center of your face. It makes your eye very small, and it gives you the glow. Not the glow you think it gives you, but
I have deep-set eyes, George. How do I fix the deep-set eyes?
Look at the flawlessness in my skin. No highlighter needed. You're a Florida man. I'm in Florida right now. When you're tan and you're a Florida man, you don't need that level of highlighter. Here's my honest advice for you, Gates. Here's what you need to do, Matt. You need to go buy yourself Double Wear Foundation from Estee Lauder. Ambassador Ron Lauder would love to see that we're advertising his product, but it's definitely the best thing for us who do TV so that we look normal and we don't look like, I'm sorry. I really did. I was concerned when I saw the images. I thought you had botched Botox or something.
Okay, guys. Now, tell me how these are the alpha males that all these idiots in the brosphere point to as the fucking alpha males, right? These are the alpha males. You know what? A real man is not threatened by gayness or people being trans or people being weaker than them or being stronger than them or being a different gender than them or a different sexuality. Real men don't fucking care about that stuff because they're confident in themselves. They're not worried about perception of what is happening with them because they know who they are. Okay? It's called being a fucking real human being. You're being true to yourself and you're being true to the world. You're not trying to, that's why I could never be a Republican because I don't want to hide anything about myself. I'm a big fat fuck. I like doing the things I like to do and I don't give a shit what anybody says about it. And that's the way I'm going to keep doing it. Okay? And that's how everybody should be damn doing it. Don't hurt people and just do you. It's that fucking easy. If these people are actually gay, just be that way. You might need to join a new party, though, because your party is completely against any kind of fucking personal identity. If you're not part of the sheep squad or the fucking herd, if you're not toting the line, you're out. So you might as well just be true to yourself and just come join us. Now, if you liked anything that you saw, or if it even just made you think a little bit, or if it opened your eyes a little bit to, how these people operate, then please give us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment. If you think I'm totally full of shit, leave a comment. I will answer. I will talk to you. Okay? If you think I'm on point, let me know. Okay? And we'll see you next week. We'll both be here. Engaged will be here, and we will be on top of something else, on top of some new story. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be some fresh hell that we can dive into. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you coming here. Again, leave a comment if you think I'm out of my mind, or if you really liked what we did with the content today. Okay, I hope I made a very compelling case as to why these guys are actually just weird. And again, don't take the video the wrong way. Here on this channel, full inclusivity. We don't let anybody out. We don't kick anybody out unless you're a hateful fuck. Okay. If you're not a hateful fuck, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. All right. All right. Love you guys. And we'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye.